Hello, my name is Patty, founder of Open Owl, where wisdom meets transformation. And I'm so glad you're here. This is episode 7. So, this is completing a week, which I'm really excited. I've committed to do 90 of these. So, 1 week down. Yay, yay, yay. What I'm going to talk about today is when you feel like you avoid things. There's things you know you need to get done or know you need to talk to somebody about or whatever it is, but for whatever reason, you avoid doing it. And so I was going to give you some strategies, some ideas, some ways to notice it. We're not going to combat it in this session. We are going to lean into it and let it flow out and then work with your avoider rather than working against. Because I think that when you push against something, it just pushes right back. And you don't want that. So we're going to lean right into it. Imagine this situation. You have a challenging conversation you know you need to have with somebody, and it just weighs heavily on your mind. Or somebody has asked you to do something and you volunteered and said, yeah, I'll do it. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I do not want to do this thing that I said I would do. So the critical first step here is to recognize, hey, you know what? I'm trying to avoid doing this thing that I know I need to do. Your very first step is just to notice it, be aware of it, acknowledge it, and think to yourself, are there bigger issues at play here that I need to explore? Think through that, then recognize, am I feeling anxiety around doing this thing? What happens when you choose to avoid things? And think back to a time where that happened and it didn't go very well. The possibility here is to do something very small, a small step that gets you started in doing the thing that you need to do. Doesn't make it so big that you want to avoid it. So that's the possibility that we're working with right here. Your mindset is this: if I avoid this, life will be even more enjoyable. And if I avoid dealing with the unpleasant thing that I have to do, I'll just feel so much better. And so you just procrastinate. Then it turns out that's not true about being more enjoyable. You wind up not feeling very good at all, stressed, upset. Maybe other people are upset with you, and that doesn't help you at all. Your new mindset is, I'm going to look for a way to weaken this avoiding that I do. The first step would be to catch it and say, oh, I'm trying to avoid something that I know I need to do. Recognize right now that I'm in that avoider place. The second thing is to take the first step. And this is going to be a small, small step, something that will not activate your avoider, but is easy to complete and will give you momentum. The second step is to take the first step, and it's going to be a very small, simple step so that you don't activate that avoider even more. And then the third thing is going to be to celebrate. Yes, I did it. I did it. I got that thing done that I said I was going to do. I'm so glad. I'm so happy, because that will rewire your brain. So the next time you try to do it, it remembers that you celebrated and that felt good. And that helps next time not have so much of that avoidance energy in you. Here's what to pay attention to. You have stress or anxiety, ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Avoiding things makes a lot of stress and anxiety in us. If you're feeling bad or guilty or frustrated with yourself that you haven't dealt with the issue, also that's another signal for you to slow down and listen. What am I trying to avoid in this situation and why? And then to ask yourself, what is one small step I can take to start getting this done? Say you're trying to avoid a challenging conversation, just jot down a few of the main points that you want to communicate and then celebrate. Yay, I wrote it down. I'm so glad. It makes me feel so good that I at least am preparing myself for that. Or perhaps you've been feeling frustrated with a situation or conflict that you've been avoiding. Just ask yourself, what can I do to help myself feel better about doing this one thing? What is a small step? What is the smallest thing I can do to start this project? And then celebrate, celebrate. Yes, yes, I'm so glad to have made that first step. You've done the first step. You've caught that avoider in you. You have used positive energy rather than negative energy, and you've celebrated it, which helps you retrain your brain, and you will feel so much better being able to do that. The last point I want to make is this insight that I've just given you isn't enough. The thing that is most important is to practice it. Put this into practice. Make this a habit. Think about this. Remember also that taking 3 deep breaths will help you when you feel that anxiety from avoiding something. You'll feel more at peace and be able to take care of the thing that you know you need to take care of. That concludes episode 7, and I'm so happy that you're and hopefully get something from it. Let me know in the comments below if you're enjoying this. Send me a text, whatever. It's so good to hear from people. People have texted me and said, I've been listening to everything. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.